recording this whole time? Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to get into this affordable fall look, but first a disclaimer. I want to apologize for the gum chewing in the first part of this video. If you know me, I always have gum. And even recording this, editing this, I was getting annoyed. So we're going to start with my brows per usual, using the Morphe pencil in Java. And I usually just follow my natural brow and just fill in where it's needed. And then I'm going to take the e.l.f. concealer in Deep Cinnamon and clean up under my brows and buff that out. I'll have all the brushes listed below. And then I'm going to take another e.l.f. concealer in Rich Chocolate, if I'm not mistaken, and clean up the top and buff that out as well. Again, look at me, y'all. Boy, I'm chomping on that gum. My nerves must have been bad. And then I usually just go back and take the eyebrow pencil and just fill in where I feel like it's a little sparse, because my left eyebrow and my right eyebrow, whoo child, they be trying my whole life. We all got that special brow. So I'm just making any corrections here. I was feeling myself. So then I'm going to take the Morphe eye primer and pat that all over my lid. Tap, tap, tap. We're going to pat that in, blend that out so we can have a smooth base to apply our eyeshadow. And then I'm going into my Juvia's Place, the Warrior 2 palette. Using the more burgundy color. I can't pronounce the names, y'all. I be butchering them. But I'm putting that, focusing that more in my crease and blending it up. Blending for my life, because that's probably the main thing with eyeshadow that takes the longest, is just the blending to get it to how you want it to look. But I'm taking that, focusing in the crease and bringing it up, just so it can look low-key like I use two colors, but I only use one. And then I took the brown in that palette and focused that more in my crease to give it more definition. All the names of the products that I use will be below, because like I said, I be butchering the names. So then, not necessarily a cut crease. So not necessarily trying to do a cut crease. I just really want my shadow, my lid shadow, to pop. So it just stopped. So as you can tell by the previous clip, my camera tried my whole life. So now we are just going to put the e.l.f. primer all over my face. It's the matte putty one, the white one. And then I'm going to take Maybelline's Fit Me Poreless and put that all over my face. Yeah, I'm so glad this foundation was a decent match, because I struggle to find drugstore foundations that work for me, because it usually doesn't. So I'm blending that all out using my NYX foundation brush. The brush is bomb, by the way. It's probably one of my favorite. I'm usually a sponge girl, but this brush has converted me. And so then we're going to take the e.l.f. concealer in Deep Cinnamon and put a little bit under my eyes. I'm not a girl who likes a bright under eye, so I try to keep it as calm as possible. And then I realized I didn't put my contour on, so I'm taking the e.l.f. concealer in, I believe it's Rich Ebony, and I'm putting that in those selective spots. Then I'm going to take a brush and blend out my concealer under my eyes. So y'all, my camera died again. I do apologize. I was just struggling. But I blended out the concealer using a brush. And then for the contour, I usually use a fluffier brush, and then I go over it with my beauty blender. Or my beauty sponge, should I say, because this one was from Amazon. So yeah, I'm blending my concealer out now because baby, she dried down on me rather quickly. I wasn't prepared. So I did have to go in with my setting spray, my Morphe continuous setting spray, to bring it back to life a little bit so I can get some movement. Now I'm just blending out the product on my nose. I wouldn't say I contour my nose because, I mean, be honest, I don't really know if I'm doing it right. I mean, my nose looks, I'm not ashamed of my nose. It's a good shape. But I know when I put on foundation and I don't put something on my nose, she seems to disappear a little bit for me. So I'm just going to take my time and blend that out because, again, the product did kind of dry down on me a little bit, honey, because when they said she wasn't moving, she was not moving, okay? So just trying to make sure that's all blended out because, again, it didn't want to move, guys. So now I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Loose finishing powder in medium deep, because medium was going to be too bright for your girl, but even medium deep had me a little concerned. I'm not a girl for a bright under eye. So as I was laying it on, I was like, whew, she a little bright for me. Let's go and see how this goes. So I focused that where I put my concealer. So under my eyes, in the middle of my forehead. I usually put it under my contour just so that way you can see the difference, but it don't be that weird chalky looking line of powder or product. And then I took, a bigger powder brush, and I'm using Deep in the same Fit Me Loose powder. And I'm going to just set my whole face with it. And because I didn't care for how bright my under eye was, again, this is personal preference. I know a lot of girls who do it and it looks great, but for me, it just looks a little intimidating. So after I finish setting my whole face, I kind of go back on top of my, my lighter powder, my under eye, with that because I needed to bring it down for my personal preference. Again, some people may think this looks great, but for me, I just wasn't feeling it. Like, she had to be toned down. Bring it on down, bring it on down, bring it on down. So now it's time for bronzer. I went on ahead and took the darker reddish brown out of the chocolates palette from Juvia's, and I just did that where I would normally put my bronzer. Clearly I'm more heavy-handed on one side than the other, but you can fix that if you just take the powder brush that you used earlier and just kind of buff it out. No extra product on it, no extra powder, and just buff it out. Because as you can see, sweetie, I was excited for some reason because I went in on that one side trying to fix it. Do it look good? See, look. Yeah, buff that on out, buff that on out. So once I said that, I have my Morphe in liter, but I don't know where it is. So Then I grabbed my blush binder from Crayon case. Y'all, I was too pressed for this, okay? Because she sold out the first time quickly. But guess what? I had her. I just ain't had time to play with her. So I'm going to take that pinky color and put that all over. And again, my heavy-handed self, I went too hard. Then I'm going to spray my face down with the Morphe Continue Setting Mist. Since I used all that powder and the matte products, honey, you got to bring my face back to life. So then for my lip, I'm going to use Colourpop's BFF4 from the Shayla collab, because BFF3 is too bright, too light for me. And then I'm going to put that on my line. And then I'm going to take the Milani Soft Rose in the gloss and put that all over my lip. And then I'm just going to blend my lip liner out so it doesn't look so rough. I think I got this trick from Drea, Binti Vegas on Instagram. She's dope. She's like one of my favorite people to follow because her eyes be popping. But so then I'm going to take the NYX eye pencil in black, and I'm just going to run that in my waterline. I feel like color in the liner in the waterline really brings your eyes to life. So I'm just putting that in the inner corner, and then I'm going to take my mascara in the Colossal from CoverGirl. And I'm just going to coat my bottom lashes to, you know, give them a little razzle dazzle. Because, baby, without it, where are they? Do you see where they are? Yeah, me neither. And then I'm going to blend my top lashes with my lashes, my falsies. I'll have the name of those below because I can't remember right now off the top of my head. But, yeah, I'm just coating my bottom lashes. Getting those together because, sweetie, we need it. We need it. So now the look is done. I'm really making life decisions. Do I want to do a highlight or do I want to keep it matte? Highlight, matte. Which highlight would I use? But I decided I'm going to keep it matte. I felt cute. I liked it fall, and you don't always need shimmer. And anybody who really knows me knows I don't really care for glitter. My gloss was popping though. So yeah, that completes this look. And I'm just going to change into something cute. Bam. So this completes the look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And again, thank y'all for watching. Pose, sis. Yes. Peace.